Alrighty then, here we are. This is not the CNM show. This is not the Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus. This is the 20 Books Vegas 2021 update on everything we know as it is right now. As far as masks and vaccination policies, we will go with whatever Vegas goes with in November. So mentally masturbating on it right now about, oh my God, what about? We're not going to do any of that. That's a waste of time. Just be aware, watch, and come October, then we'll start giving updates. Here's what it looks like. And then November, here's what it is. We'll go with whatever Vegas and Caesars specifically, what are their policies come November. Because November 8th through 12th, that will be the place to be. Vegas, baby. Most people will be arriving on the 7th, which is Sunday. And Monday, November 8th, we have a number of vendors in place, and depending on corporate policies, we've had feelers from Kobo and BookBub and Amazon. Right now, their corporate travel is limited. They can't travel in 2021, but they are all going to review those policies later this summer, and hopefully we'll have all of them in attendance. And with enough people to answer your questions and be available and all those good things. We already have huge commitments from Podium. They'll be there in force. Drafted Digital will be there. Reedsy will be there. It's going to be a great place to meet those industry providers, those distributors, those professionals who know the industry and are there and happening and now. And some of them even will be giving presentations. Damon from BookFunnel is going to give a presentation on reader magnets. And this isn't just to get people, oh, hey, buy BookFunnel. No, it's about the power of reader magnets because he's there. He's been living it for more than 5 years now. And what does it take for a reader magnet to pay dividends for you? How about hearing from the professional, the one who's seen hundreds of thousands, millions of downloads through his corporation? You can't beat that. Podium, we're going to ask them to give a presentation specifically related to the audio industry. And once again, this is not a Podium centric, but this is the professionals in the industry talking to you about it. I think we have at least 5 other audio presentations because audio is a pretty big part of the market and people are iffy about whether to get into it or not. It could be a pricey deal. So we'll have presentations by narrators. We'll have presentations by people who contract for audio. We'll have presentations by those who use audio. So all kinds of opportunities there. And what are these presentations and who are these presenters? Not going to let you know that yet because I just still need to nail down a lot of the moving parts right now. I've got my 2 screens behind my screen here because I'm all technical that way. Let's see what the Vegas master sheet looks like. Because right now on panels and presentations, I'm looking pretty good. I've got 136 different presentations and panels at present. I'm looking for about 200. I'm not asking, please do not offer yourself up. Oh, I'd love to give a presentation. Yes. And we'd love to have people give presentations and especially give opportunities to some newer folks to give a presentation. But what I don't want to do, and this is one thing that we've had in the past, is people use their presentation at 20 Books as a springboard to a personal coaching career, and then they fail spectacularly. And now it's like we're linked to somebody who has failed spectacularly. So we're looking at people who present who are established in the industry and have been doing it year in, year out. This is one thing that we really want. We want folks with established bona fides to go forth and present their information to you because you want to hear from professionals. You want to hear from those folks who are successful, who have done what they're talking about, and not just people who are selling you picks and shovels because you're minors. No, that's not what 20 Books Vegas is all about. It's authors helping authors. So that's what we're doing. And the industry pros, these are folks who have been with us for at least 5 years. They came to the first show and they've been with us ever since, and they've helped us. They've answered our questions. So many good people will be at the show. We have, as of last look, we had about a dozen 7-figure authors coming. We have 200 6-figure authors that'll be coming. So we have a number of people who are making full-time money and then some coming to the show. And at last look, too, we had about 50%, so 600, 700 people who have one book or no books published. So we're going to have the full gamut of folks. And you know what? We're all peers. You get to 20 Books Vegas, and that's what you'll find is we're all there together. Nobody's clicking out on you saying, "Oh, geez, you're below my noise level. I'm not going to talk to you." No, that's not what you get from 20 Books Vegas. You get everybody willing to talk to everybody else. Like John Truby. I remember back at 20 Books 2018, I was going between sessions, and somebody said, "Hey, Greg," and I looked, and it was John Truby. I'm like, "Oh my God, you're John Truby, and you know me." And then had a quick conversation, and then he raced off to give his next presentation. And then I saw him later with a group of people, and he was right in his element talking to these folks, and it's like 10 or 12 of them with all varying degrees of publications under their belt, but they were all listening, and John Truby was fully engaged, talking with them about the power of their story and certain elements and helping them just to be better, just by thos who listened in as well as those who asked the questions. That is the way cool. That is the power, and that is what we gain with Bollies, because we have 100,000 square feet all to ourselves. Is that cool or what? You walk in, and I've got the map behind me. You come down the resort tower, the elevator. There's a beauty shop right across from you. Thank God they don't spray perfume to get you with the toxic waste. But there's a beauty shop right across from the elevator. You step out, you take a left, you go down this hallway, and you are in the convention center. As easy as that. And then all of the convention center is ours. There's the grand ballroom, which consists of platinum, gold, silver, and 4 bronze rooms. Platinum is going to be an extra room that we're going to have our vendors who have a booth for all 5 days. There's 6 booths, and 3 of them are spoken for already, where the vendors will be in there. It's a bigger booth. So the cover artists will be in one completely. Podium has one. Google has asked for one, and Reedsy looks like they might have one. So 4 of the 6 are spoken for. And Reedsy for their suppliers, those folks who work with them. And then in between those will be little mini breakout sessions that you can reserve for a small group. Say the children's authors want to have a separate breakout and say, "Hey, we're not getting what we want out of these other sessions, so let's talk amongst ourselves." You can grab one of these little pockets in between those vendor booths in the platinum room on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And that'll be a cool opportunity where you can talk to a group. There'll be theater style seating, and that is available there. The registration office is right in front of that room, so they'll be controlling that schedule. Gold and silver will have a professional video team. They got the big camera, they got the people, they got a sound engineer, they got a production manager, and all of this. Our AV, our audiovisual for this show, is over $100,000. That includes these professional video a team in the gold, silver, and the Bollies Event Center, which can hold up to 5,000 chairs if we just packed them theater style. We're not going to do that. We're going to look at about 2,500 chairs and then a bunch of tables. Every one of the presentation rooms, which will be gold, silver, and the 4 bronze rooms, and the Bollies Event Center will have tables across the back for people who aren't able to, who need that for their physical or mental issues. So that's accommodations for folks who aren't in with the mob. So we'll try to put as many people in the seats as we can just because of space. Right now we have almost 1,700 people registered for the show. We're looking for 2,500. 2,500 also gives us a good cushion for money. So right now our mantra is come with a full stomach, leave with a full mind, because the only catering we're going to have is coffee and water, because catering is so expensive, and we are running on a razor thin margin. The good news is that we hit our mins with our minimums with the rooms. We have our minimum was 5,000 room nights, and right now we have 5,300 room nights reserved. We still have rooms available at the conference rate on Monday night through Thursday, that we have rooms available at the conference rate. And that's cool. So we can get even extra bonus rooms, room nights for the show, which gives us a little extra clout. I got distracted on presentations. We're at like 100 and 136 I'm looking at right now, looking at 200. We will have plenty. We're recording everything. This is the professional people recording the Bally's Event Center Gold and Silver. We'll have our AV team recording bronze 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the bronze rooms will hold about. We were in there back. Geez, I forgot when we went, but last time I was there, it was about 120, 150 people can fit in those bronze rooms. They're fairly substantial, still constrained. We'll have 2 rows, so probably put about 120 in each one of those rooms, and silver and gold can hold like 700 each. The Bally's Event Center, there'll be 2,500 chairs in there. So that'll be our main headliners, our biggest draws we'll try to put in there. But like I said, those 7 rooms will be recorded, will be videoed, live streamed, recorded. So whichever one you get to, great. You can watch the others later. We have rooms 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which are called Palace meeting rooms. Those will be separate rooms that we will schedule for smaller events, maybe a hands-on workshop type event. LMBPN will have one of those rooms for their separate meetings. And LMB, that's Michael Anderley's company. So, of course, they'll have what they need to do what they need to do to help lead us in what's available, what's possible, because he's always ahead of the game and showing what's possible. Let's see. So scheduling, got a lot of stuff going on. I will do that. I will release that later. We do have some great people coming, and once again, I'll release that later. I don't want anybody to feel slighted, like, oh man, I wasn't announced as a headliner, and somebody else was, and I don't play that game. So I'm just going to announce everybody at the same time. Here's what we have. Here's the sessions we've got. Huge. We've got somebody going to talk about TikTok even, and how to build a, let's see, what's it say? Using TikTok to build your brand and increase your sales. How about that? TikTok, Instagram. We've got people talking about all of the different elements that you can that we can do to increase our exposure, our sales, our opportunities. We're going to have a number of people from traditional publishing there, to include an agent. So at least one agent. We're looking for more, not to come, not ones who don't have a portfolio. I'm talking about ones who are really high end, and just to come and talk to us. What's it take to get there? Because I know I'm almost all in with Amazon, but that's not best for the whole group. So yeah, we have got a lot of Amazon presentations, but we're going to have the other presentations too. So you can choose, because this is us, 20 books, 50K. We're about the buffet. We're going to fill out that buffet, and then you pick and choose what works best for you. And with these presentations, you'll have more information to make a better educated decision on which way you want to go with your self-publishing. We'll have plenty of craft stuff that you can look at, talk to people who you relate to, because, hey, this is your genre, your subgenre, people who write what you write or like what you like. Look for those genre dinners. That's a separate spreadsheet on the 20 Books of 50K, 20 Books Vegas 2021 Facebook group. Go in there, take a look, and see if you can join a genre dinner. Those are cool, because this is your sub-tribe. We are your tribe. When you come in the Bally's Event Center on Tuesday for the kickoff at 9:30, Michael and I will kick it off, and we'll talk to you, and then we'll go into the high-powered author panel, which will be 6 or 7 authors on stage. Ask them some questions. High-powered author. These are authors who make a difference. Listen, watch, and see if we can move forward. Ask us anything, Terry. Yes, there will be a blurb workshop. There actually be a couple of them. So One will be a presentation, and then the other will be a workshop, more of an interactive. And the challenge with the interactive ones is we get so many people. Hey, I want blurb help. That it's hard to find the right size room because people change. And this will be the challenge. So when I first publish the schedule, I'll need people to sign up for what they want. And then I'll look and see, okay, we have 700 people signed up for this, 100 people for this. So I can then wicker people into which rooms will work best. So don't worry about space or no space. We'll set up the schedule so you can sign up, and then we'll assign which room. So in the first schedule, you may not exactly know which room it's going to be in. That's okay. You'll know well before the show. We'll try to finalize schedule stuff in October, so like a month prior. Put yourself at ease, but don't sweat the load because everything is right in this one area. Everything is easy to get to. Everything is handicap accessible. You're not going to sweat. You're not going to sweat anything. The only thing you're going to sweat is not being able to eat because we're not going to have any kind of food at catering because, oh my God, we're going to buy $125,000 in coffee, tea, and water. Yes, that's it's kind of spendy on the strip, but it was we needed to do that because we ran out of space at Sam's Town. Sam's keeps trying to entice us to come back, but we're too big. We are way too big for Sam's Town. They only have 620 rooms if we take every room in the hotel. And what we saw at Bolly's is we've already rented over 1,000 rooms from them. So, and we've got more going. We haven't even fleshed it out yet. And then for 2022, I'm sure with the success of 2021, 2022 will be even bigger. And that means we need more rooms, not less. So fewer, less, one of those. That's why we have editors, right? Vegas, baby. Let's see. What else in there? What other questions we got? We got stuff going up. Genre dinner sign up separate from meeting sheet. Is there a meeting sheet? I don't know. I would think those are both the same, that a genre dinner or a separate subgenre meeting, if you guys want to meet. Once again, I bring children's authors because in previous 20 Books Vegas groups, 20 Books Vegas conferences, we only had like one presentation that was children's author specific, and then another few panels that applied. So children's authors, they found their own way and went and met together. So that's great. And that's why you go, hey, let's talk to that. Let's listen to that Amazon ad presentation. And then let's go talk about how we can push our paperbacks or hardbacks in a way that's most effective. Vice, sitting through a bunch of presentations that just, aren't going to apply. So yes, meetings, genre dinners are, hey, just go have dinner, go talk. I think the meetings will probably happen during a convention time. And that is where you can snag some space in the platinum room. You got 15 people, hey, that want to talk about one thing, whether it's a sub genre or whether it's about a very, very specific thing. Just snag some space in the platinum room and go have a group meeting during one of the 45-minute blocks of time. All cool. Let's see, what do we got? How many rooms does Bolly's have? Bolly's has like 1,700, 1,800 total rooms. 2,700? Yeah, I think it's 2,700 total rooms. So there's lots of room to grow. It's just I was only willing to get on the physical hook for 1,000, which was like a $300,000 commitment. Kind of a big check I would have had to write if this show didn't go well. So no, we're good. So hey, a burden off my shoulders because we're good on the rooms. All right, just to know what percentage we have a third at present, and plus this is Caesar's property, so all of Caesar's properties are available if we needed to expand. So we could go across the street to Caesar's. We could go. There's so many opportunities because we're with a big time player now, and even though Boyd Gaming was great. We're on the strip with a big time player. We have access to probably 10,000 rooms if we really needed it. I don't want to run a 10,000 person show. I'm good with 2,500. Nice. Will you share a link? I don't know what you're talking about. Go 20 Books Vegas 2021 Facebook group. That's where the links are for stuff. It's light out. Okay, that may not be a revelation for a lot of people, but here it's we get like 4 hours of daylight in the winter, and in the summer we're now at 24/7. It's not sun out, but it's still daylight. You can see. You don't need flashlight, and 24/7. You can't see stars because it never gets that dark. That'll be September again. That's the subarctic for you. All right, what else we got going on? No questions. Okay, that's it. We're out of here. What kind of your swag? The swag is in the house. The swag will actually say 2020 because we bought 1,700 sets of swag, and those people who donated their conference fees, we mailed them their swag, and then they will get specific custom 2021 swag because they helped finance the costs from 2020. With coffee, yeah, $125,000 worth of coffee. You will have coffee, but you won't have any food. So come with a full stomach, leave with a full mind. $125,000 worth of coffee. So yeah, if you don't have coffee, then we have failed miserably. So we'll say 2020. The people who donated their conference fees, they got their swag, their 2020 swag in the mail, and then they will get custom 2021 swag because we've got to cover that shortcoming, right? Because we had 1,600 and we still have a set amount of 2020 swag. Right now, we've got enough swag to cover everybody without the separate 2021 notebook and pen for those folks who donated their swag or donated their conference fees. And will it be available for purchase? I don't know yet because I'm not sure about how much I want to order and have on hand because we're encroaching on Jim Slater's house because he's been storing this stuff now for over a year. That he's been storing the 2020 swag. But right now we've got enough swag for everybody. It's a notebook. It's a really cool moleskin style notebook. Sorry, I always have a lot of phlegm because it's that time of year out here. And a 2020 pen, which is a cool, I think I got one here somewhere. Come on, you sandy little butthole. I do have one around here somewhere. It's a white pen. It's a Bic 4-color pen because you can't beat a Bic 4-color pen. They were cool when I was in grade school, and I'm 58 years old, and they're still cool. So that's where we are. Let's say, is there a place to sign up to volunteer? Yes. On 20 Books Vegas 2021 FB group, Facebook group, you'll find that sign up because I love Wufoo forms. I pay a lot for it, so I use the hell out of my Wufoo forms. Is there a place to reserve one of those mini meeting rooms? Not yet, because I don't want people reserving stuff 5 months ahead of time and then they're nowhere to be found come the meeting. So probably about a month prior, when we know who's coming. We know we've got your money because it's past the refund stage, and we're moving forward with locking down the final details. So probably won't be able to reserve any space for a separate group meeting of any sort until maybe October. Like Chris Kennedy Publishing, a number of his authors will be there. Hey, I think Chris has a suite, so he can meet in his suite. But if he didn't want to, because his suite was this big party fest, and he didn't want people to see that he was partying that hard. He could grab one of these separate spaces for his authors and potential authors, or even make a pitch to folks about, hey, would you like to write for Chris Kennedy Publishing? Then he could grab one of these spaces and run that pitch. Just throw it in, and we'll do what we can to schedule it officially. But I'm not sure how that'll work because we've got Sked, we've got unlimited access. We bought not Sked, we got Eventi actually, an unlimited license for unlimited numbers, so we can use it for whatever we want. Hopefully, we'll be able to integrate it in such a way that it will be part of the main schedule. So yes, everybody loves multicolor pens. That's the only thing we're giving out now. 2017, we did not. We went with a different pen, and I'll be damned if the pen didn't fit inside the back of the super cool notebook. This one here, there's a little slot there. The pen we gave out didn't fit in there. Kind of dicked up as that. That was me. But then after that, we gave multicolor pens because they are by far the coolest thing that anybody could ever get at a conference. Who do we have at the high-powered? Who is the high-powered author? Let me see if I've got that. Panel suggestions, because we always like kicking off. That's that first panel. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah, I don't have it readily available, but the high-powered author panel, I think we have Diane Capri is going to be there. I think Mal Cooper is doing it again. RJ Blaine is one of the panelists. I don't remember who else is on there. It'll be a good group for hearing. Here's us, and we continue to keep the foot on the gas and be successful. And here's what it means to us and how we can help you. Okay. Question on sign up. This is my legal name and how I interact. 20Books. My pen name was added when I published. If the two names together at 20Books is only shared, what you put on your badge is your business. What you registered as the public name is what we'll share as here's the attendee list. We're just going to show published name and maybe website, but probably not, because some people, hey, their website is like a hidden secret pen name, and it was just a debacle. So we'll probably just list here's who's attending, maybe published name and first genre or something like that. So the what you put on your badge is your business. Our listing of names of here's who's attending, that's not equated to anybody else in any way. So if you have your real name and you show as attending, nobody's going to know you from Adam. ATOM, Adam. And what you put on your badge, that's your business. So I don't care. You write your own name on a badge. So that is a non-issue. How you relate. When you check in, you have to use your real name because we need to be able to verify, and you got to have some kind of ID that shows, hey, this is me, not just a business card saying I've stolen this person's identity. I don't need 12 Harry Potters showing up to the show. So that's the only limitation. We give you a little space so you can just show your ID to whoever you're checking in with. They don't need to say anything out loud, and then you get checked in, you get your swag, you go in, you write your name on your badge, whatever you want to write, that's your business. And then go forth and conquer. Go in, see the vendors. That's on Monday, November 8th. We should have, I think, 8 tables for checking in because we've got 2,500 people that will need to check in. Most of them will check in on Monday. Everybody else will check in on Tuesday. We start at 9:30. I think check-in will open 7:30 or 8 on Tuesday morning. So you come in. We own that whole hallway and all the space, so there's a lot of room. You check in, you'll get they'll check you off. We'll do it by alphabetized. We'll break it down, like it might be A to D, it might be A to B, just depending on what numbers of each real name there are. So whatever your real last name, that's the line you want to get into. So if you're hiding your pen name and your real name from your pen name, that's okay. You get in a line, people wonder, oh, okay, hey, that's AA, and she's in the DD line. Really, nobody cares. Nobody's going to figure it out. Nobody's going to find out unless you tell them, because we're not going to tell them. We keep those secrets very, very close hold. We do not let those, because we put confidential on our sign-in sheets, and then my sister keeps all of those in her possession at all times. So that does not get outside the show. We don't have people casually browsing. Oh my God, look at this real name and this pen name. Oh my God, that's who that is? Yeah, no. That's a secret that we will keep no matter what. We won't ever give that up. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Practice writing your name. This is a conference tip here. Practice writing your name in a smaller space. And if you can't do it, just bring a sticker with your name on it and put it on there. Just understand there's 3 by 5, and that's the whole thing, but you've got probably 2.5 by 2 inches that you want to fit your name into. So practice that, or make a sticker, bring that and just slap it on there. And it's 2-sided, so no matter which way your badge flips on your shirt, people can see who you are. Also, we'll have little clips, because some people their badges hung down, and it made people look at their chest to see who they were. And so we've got extra clips too, along with the lanyards. You could get a clip, and then you just clip it on nice and high, so it's right up here where everybody can see it. Especially if you're short. If you're short, your badge is hanging down halfway to the floor, and that's really short people, and people have to duck down to see it. So you can clip it up higher where they can't see it. So we'll have clips available if you want them, or lanyards. Lanyards you can also tie off because they're the breakaway lanyards, so you don't get choked to death. Just in case you're in a mail sorting room and your lanyard gets caught, it's a safety issue. We don't have any mail sorting room equipment. However, you don't know when it's going to be in. You get caught in the roulette wheel. Wouldn't that be embarrassing? Get pulled over into the roulette table. We've asked Molly's to have some classes too, where like gambling classes. So you can go down there and throw down like $1, whatever the absolute minimum they have to charge by corporate policy. You can go down there and learn how to play craps, learn how to play roulette, learn how to play Texas Hold'em or craps. They have those available, and we're working with them to get those scheduled in on Monday, as well as even Sunday evening. So hey, you get there early. Let's go learn how to play craps at the absolute minimum cost possible. So is that cool or what? How about cool James Bond blow dart pens? Not that you know of, because the cool people would have them and other people wouldn't know it. That's what makes them cool. We'll be able to get in any presentation. Are there limits, especially COVID related? That's how I started off with. We will go with whatever November rules are in Vegas. So you don't sweat the load now. Right now, I would suggest everybody get vaccinated. That's the end all. If you don't want to get vaccinated for whatever reason, that's your business. It's not me to tell you what you can or can't do. We're going to be with whatever the Vegas rules are. And as of right now, actually, Vegas, they kind of relaxed all the restrictions. It's if you're not vaccinated, you have to wear your mask inside the casinos. So it's a personal responsibility thing. So me, I've gotten my vaccination. I'm military, so I got a vaccination for a nerve agent. How in the hell did they test that? They said get it, and I said fine. Here you go. Here's my butt. It was like peanut butter, ice cold peanut butter in a butt cheek. Yeah, that I'm sure that vaccinated me against a nerve agent. But anyway, I got it. So I got that going for me, as well as 2 shots of Pfizer, and I'm rocking and rolling. I've got the on my phone. I've got my vaccination card as well as in person, and I'm free and clear. And I've got a mask collection too, just in case. And one thing that I will do from here on out is if I'm feeling bad at all, I'm going to wear my mask. Hey, that's a good thing. That's a lesson from Japan. I lived in Japan for 4 years, and if they were sick, they put on their masks. Hey, good to go. So I'm good with that. I mean, are there say only? No, it's 100%. It's already 100%. Now, a capacity in the rooms. Now, if some of the rooms are going to have limitations, this is what I was talking about with the scheduling. Sign up for the ones you want, and if I have a presentation that says 50 people, I'm going to put it in a room that'll that'll hold 50 people, and the ones that have more people signed up, I'm going to put in rooms that accommodate more people. So if you go in at the day of the conference, you go in and one room has filled up for some reason, then we have a limit, whatever the fire limit is within that room. And I think the bronze rooms, it was high. It was like 150. So there will be some standing room available. But otherwise, if you don't, well, then you can watch the video because we're recording all of them. So it's not anything that I want anybody to stress out about. But it does help if you show up a little early. If you really, really want to see a presentation, show up a little early, get in there, get a seat up front. When do we sign up? You can't sign up because I don't have a schedule out yet. Schedule will be later this summer, probably August, because I want to make sure here's who's coming, here's what presentations we have, confirm with all the presenters multiple times, as well as the times, and get them there. So do you want to sign up for everything? No, I only want you to sign up for the classes you're going to go to. So the sessions, if you're going to go to a session, sign up for that one. Don't say, hey, these 3, I'm going to sign up for all 3, and then I'll just pick whichever one I want. I don't want you to do that, because then I can't put them into the right sized room. So that's why I would recommend just pick the one you want. Yeah, so first come, first serve. Lists, no, we're not going to do that. We will have our room monitors. They'll be there. They'll have high vis vests. That will be the people, if you think somebody's harassing you, or you feel uncomfortable about something, go talk to them. They have the high vis vests, and they will work as hard as they can to resolve your issue. And they'll also hit the limits on the room. Hey, this room's full, and then you can't get in, and you'll have to count on the video. And like I said, we have pro video, so these videos are going to be pretty damn good, and you'll be able to see and hear, most importantly, because previous years some of the audio wasn't as good as we wanted it to be. All right, I hope that answered people's questions, because it is. I don't want anybody to be confused or anybody to be upset or worried about how to get into a presentation. It is first come, first serve, but we are going to schedule them based on, hey, I signed up for this one. So that gives me a number that I can then assign to a room with room to spare. If 100 people sign up, I'll put it in a room for 150. But if 150 people sign up, then I have to put it into a bigger room. So these are the challenges that I have to go through once we schedule, then assign them to rooms. So there's plenty of room with a lot of extra space, because it'll change. Now, some people won't show up. People show up a lot on Tuesday, pretty much on Wednesday, and not so much on Thursday, especially the morning sessions, because on Thursday, the morning sessions, people are pretty hungover and tired. But this show goes all the way through Friday. We have the author signing event, and we are working. We have special things for Dino Day. There is no set Dino Day, so you're just going to have to wonder about that. The author signing day on Friday, it's 10 to 4. Yes, you can ship your books. It's extra cost. We're looking at all the different ways and recommending all these different ways that you can present your material, like a QR code on your table with, hey, you can buy my book. I'll sign a book plate, and then you can take that and put it in when you get your book from Amazon. On-site sales are going to be a little bit of a challenge, because we have to make sure that sales tax is collected and that people are charging only under a Nevada retail sales license. So Wolfpack has graciously offered there. We're still working on how to work through the central billing to make that happen, so you can have sales at your table as well as signing. We recommend that you tell your fans, hey, buy my books ahead of time and come and I will sign them. Or some people are doing pre-orders. Hey, do a pre-order of my book and I'll bring them, and then you pick them up at the show. And that way we're not having exchange of a book, but they've already been paid for, so we don't have to worry about central billing, like somebody having to go pay and then come back to the table. We want to make it as streamlined as possible. So that's author signing day. We have 300 people signed up, but not everybody gets a full table. We'll have actually, you sign up, you get half of a table. Many people have signed up for a partner, so we'll have 2 people at one table, each pushing their wares. If you have 1 or 2 books only, then we may put you at a consolidated table. You'll know this ahead of time, and then it'll be a table, an 8-foot table, and we might have 20 authors with 1 book each there, and it's going to be by genre, so you're not just going to be in a mess. And so you could stand it behind it, out front. You can go walk around, and people be watching your stuff. You can take turns, whatever works best for the fans. We don't want to have like a person have a table, half of a table, and have 1 book there, because it wouldn't make you feel good unless you had a line of people out the doors ready to sign, get your book signed. That's generally not the case with your first book. So you'll be with a bunch of other folks, and people will be funneling in, and you'll be in a place where people will be able to browse and look through. And so your cover is going to have to carry the day on your on your book for those people who have 1 book. That's it. What are the dates of sessions? November 9th through the 11th. 8th is vendor day and general meeting day. People get around, go see Vegas, walk down the strip. The 12th is author signing day, 300 authors. will be there. At least 300 authors. We have 300 tables. So we might have some separate side sessions on those days. I know Drake Maxwell has asked for a separate session on that day, and we're going to do that for him. So he'll have like the bronze room. All the bronze rooms will be available. We're going to run the author signing in the entire grand ballroom, which is the platinum, gold, and silver rooms together. So there we are. No schedule until later this summer. Working on it now. There's a lot of moving parts on that schedule. We have a lot of high-end authors, like I said, at least a dozen seven-figure authors, 7 figures a year kind of authors. So horsepower aplenty, and people who know the business. We've got plenty of folks from TradPub as well coming, both a traditional publishing house. We have the president of one of those coming, at least one agent, and a number of authors who are only trad published. So you get to see their perspective, and they get to see ours. Some of them are coming over to the self-publishing side because they're seeing that, hey, once I have established a readership, the money is incontrovertible. So advice for newcomers, we're going to have a big session. Terry Mixon is doing a session on Monday late afternoon for newcomers. Here's how to get the most from a conference. And that was hugely attended in 2019, so much so that the one room we had available to us, it was completely full and people were out in the hallway. Well, we have a room with 700 seats available, so we're not gonna sell out of that one. But Terry will be able to talk to everybody about how to get the most from a convention. We're going to talk about that between now and November, in a number of different ways. How to not be a complete wallflower. How to even something as simple as approaching somebody who you respect, who's in your genre, and just say hi. Those things. Too many people miss opportunities that would have only taken just saying hi. And this is where the genre dinners come in handy. This is where the separate small group meetings can come in handy. Separate workshops. A lot of people will have the separate one-on-ones. I know Joe Solari takes this, and he works from crack of dawn till midnight with separate one-on-one meetings, talking to people about the business of self-publishing and how to better shape their businesses. So much opportunity there, and a lot of the seven-figure authors, they might go to just a couple sessions, but they're there for the separate meetings, and especially for folks who are doing things that they're looking into to talk about that, or talk with some TradPub folks about separate collaborations or opportunities, and seeing how to make the most of the business. This is the business of being a self-published author. So whether you're 18 or 80, doesn't matter. Everybody can learn, and this is the best learning environment you're going to find. All right. Any particular advice for new first-timer? Yeah, I know I just answered that, but it's go in it with the understanding that these are your people. Everybody here is in the exact same boat. We all started with no publications, no words, and worse, no fans. So how do you get there? How do you get to here from there? We all made that journey, and what it means is we all like it's about the story. It's about generating the words. It's about understanding these are your people. This isn't somebody who's to hold up on a pedestal. We're all peers. We don't have any stuff for badges. We did the volunteer and that stuff, and that really didn't work like I wanted to. So there won't be anything on anybody's badges to say anything about anything. Now, one thing we are doing with the badges, if you are an anti-hugger, I made that term up. If you are an anti-hugger, we ask that when you write your name on your badge, write it in red. Everybody else will be black, green, blue. You write your name. That means it's okay to shake hands and stuff like that. Hey, go away. Stuff coming up. Shake hands and go. But if you write your name in red, that's the indicator that this person is not a touchy person. This person is not one to just run up to and hug, even if you think you know them. Many people will do that, and you realize, oh, hey, you're not who I thought you were. Hey, red, right? Name on your badge in red. So this is something that we're going to be pushing hard. We thought about different lanyards, but it would be hard to make sure we had the right number. So we're just going to do that. Write your name in red if you're not a hugger, and that people will keep their distance. And if you are anybody else, black, blue, green, write your name in, write it festively, tape it on. But look for those red names, and please give them the respect that they've asked for. How to make a video ad for your book and where to post it. I think I'm not sure we've got one of those, because we've had a lot of people test video ads, and I'm not sure anybody had any kind of success with those. So I haven't arranged for anybody to give how to do a video ad session. Back to the first timers, and this goes to anybody. Don't be afraid. This is your tribe. Like me, the only place I'm off limits is in the bathroom. So, people will come up at all different places and times. And if you want to talk about me, go hunt down somebody who has on their badge Craig's dad, Craig's sister, or Craig's brother, which that's what they're going to have on their badges. I know, because that's what my dad put last year. And I think my mom too, Craig's mom. I think you'll see her. She's in a wheelchair, and she'll have that on her badge. They'll be 85 years old, and they love this show. My dad loves this show. So just go talk to anybody. Get my dad's selfie. Get a selfie with my dad. That's part of a contest that goes on. We'll give something away at the end of that. Who has the best selfie with my dad? Eileen Muller. She got my dad to wear dragon wings. It was madness. So that was 2019. If you get a selfie with my dad, and we'll have a contest and give something away. Anyway. My sister runs check-in. My dad will be at check-in. He'll bring chocolates. He has his authors that he's fans of too. Besides me, he's my number one fan. But like chocolate, he'll bring extra chocolate for Kyla Stone. Why? Because the first year, 2018, she said, "Oh, yeah, you have some extra," and he said, "Yeah, here I have a bag." And she's like, "It's for my kids. I have 4 kids." And so 2019, he brought specifically a big bag of chocolate for Kyla Stone's kids. And we'll bring a bag again. This is one thing that he does. What's your plan for food this year? Food. This is the strip. Catering. We will have no food just because we are grossly underfunded for food out of the catering, because it's so expensive. $125,000 just for coffee and water and tea. So we're going to hit our minimum. Our minimum is, I think we need to pay by $140,000. There's 31.5% additional costs on top of that. So we have $180,000 in catering that will be almost exclusively coffee, tea, and water. Think about that. So yeah, we're not having any food, because to get muffins for one day would be an additional cost of, I think it was like $40,000 just for muffins. I'm not going to pay $40,000 for muffins. I will pay $125,000 for coffee, a bad coffee, mind you, but still, it's coffee. So no food. You'll have to stroll out, but it's the strip. You're not more than 10 minutes away from anything. Giordano's, if you want to eat your pizza fix. There's the buffets are open right now. So if you want to eat a buffet for breakfast, come with a full stomach, leave with a full mind. Bring a power bar or something in your pocket. I didn't say that, but just something to snack on in between, and take care, because I know I can't go anymore 8 hours without eating. I start getting the shakes, so I'll have something to snack on. Take care of yourself. We're going to sell these ahead of time. So if you have a 20Books coffee cup, that's super cool. Then you'll be able to have that in there and drink coffee or water or whatever you want with it. There are no coffee makers in the rooms. However, you can get a water heater thing, or I've got a cool travel water heater, a travel kettle that's silicone, and so it collapses down. It's pretty spiffy. And that thing will heat 2 cups of coffee at one time with water for 2 cups of coffee, because you know what? I like instant. Yeah. 20 years in the Marine Corps, of course, I like instant is better than some of the coffee we had. So there you are. And so, yeah, that works for me. Let's see what else. Yeah, that was Julia Hooney gave me that one. That was great advice. I bought it right away when she posted that in the 20 Books Vegas group, and I've got it and I've used it a couple times, and that thing is way cool. It works great. It takes about 4 minutes to heat up water, and then you got 2 cups, and way to go, Julia. Thank you. Let's see what else. Oh, hey, been on 50 minutes. Talked a lot about a lot of different stuff. We generally, once again, because of the pro video and what we have to pay, and then what it would cost us for overtime, the pro video is from about 9 to 5. So our sessions, we're going to squeeze them in between 9 and 5, but we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11 rooms that we can have sessions simultaneously in 11 different rooms. And we're going to do that. We're going to have a lot of simultaneous sessions. So you will always have something to go to. I would suggest when you schedule your stuff, have a primary and a backup. And we'll schedule them. It'll be mainly between 9 and 5. After 5, this is where you meet with your tribe. This is where you talk to people. This is where you go hang out at the bar. This is where you go. You don't have to drink. I mean, get a Shirley Temple and talk to people. This is where you're going to make the most money from this show, is talking to people in between sessions in the Grand Salon, which is a big open space in between the rooms in the Bally's Convention Center. All kinds of great opportunities. Meet people, talk with people, and just listen and learn and be energized. I think that's one of the biggest things we've seen from the conferences before is the energy you get from the show. You're so stoked while being exhausted at the same time. It's kind of a cool feeling. Is the area safe for walking at light if you're alone? And this area, unlike Sam's, is okay. It's the Strip. It will be so busy at all times. You're not going to be alone because all you got to do is look like you're walking with somebody and you're good. So, and you never have to leave Bally's. Bally's is connected to Paris. They're both Caesars properties with this big exotic walkway. So you actually never have to leave and go outside if you don't want to. And you have a lot of dining options. You have a lot of visiting options. There's a lot of bars. There's a lot of coffee places. So much available to you, co-located right there. And if you want to walk outside, you got Giordano's, you got Wahlburgers. You go across, go to Caesars, and you're always going to be with a crowd. So I would say it's much safer, except for the fact that it is Vegas, and you just don't want to be out too late, and you don't want to be early is cool. If you walk out at 6, you get some homeless people, you get some drunk sleepers. So if you go running 6, 7 in the morning, be great. It's the weather's beautiful in November about that time, and you go for a nice run down the Strip, back, come in, get a shower, and then showtime. Well, get your buffet first, because come with a full belly, leave with a full mind. Let's see. Your challenge, Melissa, I challenge you. Don't be alone. Go out at night and find a group. Find your tribe. Find the people who write what you write, like what you like. And you're going to find that there's, out of 2,500 people, you are going to find somebody that you can relate to, that you can click with, make this little small tribe, and go hang out and find friends for life. That's a great thing about these shows, friends for life, because, hey, we were there, we saw it, we talked about it, and we see a way ahead, because this is the business of self-publishing. All right. Losing people. It's been an hour. Yeah, so, hey, that's good. We talked about a lot of stuff today. I want to put your minds at ease, your any kind of anxiety at ease, because this is going to be well managed. You're going to know exactly what's going to happen from when you get there. You check in at the main big check-in station, and then you go get your room, and you want to be in Bally's. Really, you do, because then that's where everybody will be. And also during the show, it's going to start sucking your energy. And if you're in the resort tower, you don't even have to leave the convention center. You just walk down that hallway, get on the elevator, go up to your room, and hide for an hour. That is so important for a lot of people to re-energize so you can go back and engage. So you don't suck the entire life from you trying to learn the business. You don't have to do that. Sign up, take your timeouts when you need them. And we have plenty of space in the conference room, in the convention center. So go over to the Platinum Room. Hey, one of those little sub meeting areas. If nobody's in there, go hang out there. Pull out your computer and start writing notes. All of that's available to you. We own the whole area, so no matter where you are, it's ours. So you can't be wrong because it's ours. And we help authors, supporting authors. Typical way of sharing info. Yes, after you've met somebody and talked with them, give them a business card. Don't just blanket the area with business cards. Apps, there are apps that do that, and we will recommend one as we get closer. We did that for 2020, and then 2020 didn't happen, some bitch. So we will recommend one that people are using at the moment for a quick phone tap, and hey, now you got all my info. So once again, as we get closer, October. So October, it's going to be a flurry of, hey, here's stuff. Here's what's going to happen. And with maps, we got the cool map of the convention center and everything we're going to use there. So we want to make this as easy as humanly possible. The live streaming are all going to be on the 20Books Facebook 2021 group, and they're going to be just like this. And for people to send in questions, we'll need you to be signed up as a virtual attendee. So the virtual attendees will be able to send in questions because they'll have access to the scheduling software. So that's where we'll go. You get 2 Wi-Fi links with your hotel room, and if you're not staying in Bally's, then you have the group Wi-Fi, which is the overall convention, which is like one pipe for everybody. So use your phone. Do you recommend I wouldn't upgrade from the hotel. In the hotel room, you get two drops is all. So if you have 3 devices, you got to figure out which 2, or just use your phone as a hotspot if you can do that. I've got a Verizon phone and an AT&T phone, and the Verizon can make a hotspot, so I'll do that because they have 5G in Vegas on the Strip, so you can't miss. Got my mug and business. There you go. There you go. You're ready to go. Oh, hey, getting stuff done ahead of time is cool. That's why we already have the swag and stuff like that. We don't want to leave those important details to the last minute and then have to pay extra. How do you sign up to be a virtual attendee? Yes, you've got to be a member of 20Books to 50K, and then you can join the 20Books Vegas 2021 group, where then you can sign up to be a virtual attendee. Most authors carry business cards. Yes. Most do. I don't. People know me, so I should, because not everybody knows me, or not everybody I want to know me knows me. So I should. Just a handful. These are people you make a connection with, and then it's like when you know it's okay, then give them a business card. Otherwise, don't just spam people with business cards. That's as bad as saying buy my book. So the QR code is going to be important. That's going to be something that'll make money for you on author signing day, if you do have, if you are able to snag a table. As of right now, we're not going to publish a list yet, but soon, we're looking good. I need to canvass a few more high-end authors and see if we can get them to grab a table and be there for signing. Amazon, we don't have confirmation from them yet that they'll give 2 months of Kindle Unlimited free to every physical attendee for the author signing event. So that's a cool thing that Amazon is looking at doing for us. They were going to do it in 2020, but obviously 2020 didn't happen. 2021, we need that to happen. So I'll follow up with our contact there at Amazon and see if we can get that confirmed so we can start advertising it. And then if they do that, then Amazon will also advertise this author signing for us. So how cool is that? All right, everybody. I think that's enough. 5909. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you people stopping by, listening, asking some good questions. And all I can say is peace, fellow humans. We'll see you in Vegas. Vegas, baby.